guys, I am up. It is Monday and I'm working out of bed because baby, I cannot sit at my desk. I cannot sit up at my desk. So I was like, I'm going to work in bed. I'm gonna show you guys my setup because I don't want you guys to see like information or anything like that. But this is my setup. I got this desk from Amazon. I have my binder, my calculator somewhere over there, my mouse. So on the days where I'm not feeling good, or let me set you guys up right here. On the days where I'm not feeling good, or I just don't have the energy, or don't feel like getting or don't feel like sitting up, I do work out of my bed. And I'm not gonna lie, for the past couple of days I have been working in bed. Like, I get myself ready, you know, and then I work in bed. And I've noticed that I've been like on top of my work. Like, I work better when I'm in bed. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's so comfortable for me and my body and my back, and for my posture as well. But yes, I've been working in bed for the past all last week I worked in bed, and this week we're gonna work. So yesterday was Easter. Happy late Easter. We went to my friends and we had such a blast. So I had a blast, child. Alright guys, so I'm on my lunch break and I am about to go to pay this bill, and then I have to get Logan lunch and then get myself lunch as well. I think I'm just gonna get me a soup from Chick-fil-A. But let's go. Logan was supposed to come with me, but my child has been giving me attitude upon attitude since the day he was born. And I was like, bro, I'm not about to sit here and wait for you. Like, it's either you come or you stay. I need to get myself a car mount, but every time I get a car mount, I'm telling you guys, like, it literally just never stays. So is it even worth it? I don't know. I guess I just need to find like a really good car mount. But I need to go to Logan's school. I know it's spring break, but I wanted to stop by there to see if the office is at least opened, because Logan has a field trip coming up next month. We're in April now, so actually today's the first. Wow. So Logan has a field trip coming up next month. They're supposed to be going to the circus or whatever, and literally on Friday, the day he started spring break, is when I seen his field trip slip. This kid, I kid you guys not, never ever tells me about anything. Like, I always have to go into his backpack and look to see if he has anything like correspondence from his teachers or whatever. And I seen the paper slip and I was like, bro, the thing says that it's due. It was due since I think March 15th or something like that. And I was like, are you serious right now? Oh no, it was due March 28th, so the day before, which was that Thursday. So I'm like, you know what, Monday on my lunch break, I'm going to drive by the school to see if the office is at least open, to see if they'll be willing to take the paper slip for the permission slip, so he can go so he can go on the field trip or whatever. I don't know why this thing is back here in my car. Like, I don't. So I just remembered that actually. So I'm gonna go to his school first. Okay, so Logan's school is a fail because, baby, the parking lot is white as snow. Ain't nobody here. So I'm just gonna hopefully, when he starts school on Monday, because he starts school back on Monday, hopefully when he starts back school, they will be willing to take the permission slip. If not, I'm gonna just keep him home from that day that they have the field trip. But let's go to Chick-fil-A and pay this doggone bill, because baby, I am so tired. Okay, like, I don't know what I'm running on. I'm running on Jesus, because when I tell you guys, I am so tired and drained, it's no joke. Like, I literally am. Back in Florida, and then given the fact that I moved the card. gonna get me some Chick-fil-A, but baby, when I walked out the dentist office, I seen Olive Garden. I was like, oh baby, I am going to get me a lunch special with the chicken gnocchi soup with the salad. Good. I was like, I'll do that instead of getting Chick-fil-A, but I still have to go to Chick-fil-A to get Logan Chick-fil-A because that's all the baby eats is Chick-fil-A. So yeah, that's where we're headed to right now, and then I'll be going back home. I still have 30 minutes left on my lunch break. So, and I'm so grateful and thankful that I live close to everything. Like literally, this plaza is filled with so much stuff. My dentist office is in here, Chick-fil-A is here, Olive Garden is here, Target, Home Goods. There's so much stuff in here, and it's only like 2 minutes down the street from me. So grateful for that. So enough rambling, let's get Chick-fil-A for the baby. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. What can I get started for you today?
First we gotta scan the aspirate because we gotta get the points. Can I get a kid's 5-piece nugget meal, please, with a Arnold Palmer? Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you so much. You too. Make sure I got my baby's food. All right. Holy Spirit, I pray over our food. I pray against any initiation, incantation, hex, vex, spells, and I deem our food safe to eat in Jesus' name. What's wrong with you, Pooh? Okay, honey bunny. So I am back on the clock. I just clocked it from lunch. Took a sip of water. Ooh, baby. As you guys seen, my background changed because I didn't want to work in my bedroom anymore. I kind of wanted to be in the front now because it's more light. So yeah, I want to discuss what a EOB is. Now, some providers go by EOP, remittance advice, or remit. It's all the same thing. It's just a different terminology that they use. But an EOB, EOP, remittance advice, and remit are all the same things. What is an EOB? An EOB is an explanation of benefits, and EOP is an explanation of payments. Same thing. But what exactly does that mean? That means once the insurance has processed a claim, they send a statement. Insurance has processed a claim that the provider sent to them. That's when they send the provider an EOB. Now, there's patients do get EOBs because the insurance sends it to both the provider and patient, so the patient can know what was sent to the provider, what was paid to the provider, and if, like, let's say if they have a deductible, a copay, or co-insurance that is due, the insurance will send them an EOB to specify what their deductible, what their copay, what co-insurance is, and what they paid to the provider, so on and so forth. So yeah, that's what an EOB is. It's just a receipt that the insurance sends to the provider once the claim has been processed and fully paid. So I have an EOB pulled up. So I'm gonna go through everything that's included on the EOB. So it's going to have the provider's information as well as the insurance's information. It's gonna have the insurance's name, their address. It's going to have the payer's contact information, their email, phone number, EIN, the provider's NPI, EFT. What is an EFT? An EFT is an electronic funds transfer. That's how insurances nowadays pay providers. Some still pay through checks, but mostly you'll see an EFT. And what that is the number of the transfer. So like, let's say if you're missing a payment and you call the insurance and they tell you, no, we sent payment, here's the EFT number. They'll give you that number to look it up to make sure that the payment was received, and therefore you are able to see your payment. Some send ACH transfers, wire transfers, but most likely it will always be an EFT. And you can always look up that EFT in your system to make sure that the payment was made, and it'll give you all that information as well. What else is included on an EOB is the check date, the check amount, and production date. It's gonna have the patient's name. The ICN number is kind of like the claim number. The patient's, full information, their first, last name. It's going to have their member ID number, and it's going to have the line items that I spoke earlier about. It's going to have a billed amount and allowed amount. A billed amount is the amount that the claim was for. Like, let's say, for example, you billed out a claim for $10,000. That's the billed amount. The allowed amount is what the insurance allows on the claim. So it doesn't matter if you bill $10,000, doesn't mean they're going to pay the full $10,000, okay? There's going to be an allowed amount. Now, let's say you bill $10,000 and insurance only allows $6,000. So that's the allowed amount. And then let's say there's no deductible, there's a co-insurance, what they paid, adjustments, and the check amount. So that's pretty much what's on an EOB. And after all of that explanation, there's a line that crosses out, and then it gives you kind of like, they're like codes. So like, let's say, for example, CO45, PR2, PR1. Like if you see on an EOB PR2, already know that's patient responsibility. If you see PR1, patient responsibility. If you see PR3, patient responsibility. CO45, contractual adjustment. There's a million different codes that can be down on there, but those are the ones that I'm most familiar with. Those are the ones that I've mostly worked with, because I have worked denials in the past as well. So there's a lot of different codes, especially like, let's say if a claim gets denied on the EOB, they'll have those specific codes. I'm just gonna make up a code, like let's say for example, CO 55A. That could mean the provider is not credentialed to be able to build that insurance. So the provider needs to be credentialed in order for that claim to be processed. Or let's say PA 1095, medical records. It could mean the patient medical records needs to be sent in order for them to process and pay out the claim. So there's so many different codes that go under the EOB, and it's only important if you work denials. If you don't work denials, those codes are not really that important, but if you work denials, they really are important. If you're billing secondary, the only codes that really matter to you is the patient responsibilities, the contractual, and the billed amount, the paid amount. That's pretty much it, the adjudication date. But all those other codes don't really matter if you're just billing secondaries. Now, if you're doing denials, again, it does matter. So yeah, and remember, those codes I just made up, so I don't want anyone saying, oh, but that's not the code for medical records. I know, I just made it up. I'm just giving an example. But that's pretty much what is on an EOB, and what you will see is included on an EOB. If I can think of anything else, I'll pop it up in the video. But for now, that is what an EOB is. I hope you guys enjoyed this mini vlog work with me day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And if you guys have any questions, leave them down below. Bye.